Okay, I have put the map gas torch out of the way. I got my snout and I got my blower, and what I want to do is get rid of this gasket material. And actually, I hope I have some Permatex gray laying around. I'm gonna dig some up, and then we're gonna glue it up and bolt it down. Not before we put the isolator back in. That guy's definitely got to go in. Might as well toss her in there right now, huh? Is it keyed? Does it matter? We'll find out in a minute. Huh? No, looks like it just pushes on. Okay. And we'll get the other piece on. I'll make it a razor blade and mess around with this real quick. We got flat razors in here? Yeah, we do. We need some more. Starting to run a little low. Got a flat razor blade right here. We'll just go in here and get rid of this blower glue. We should be mint. Oh yeah, it looks nice. Let me tell you what, this was really hard to get off. I knew it was RTV down from the factory or whatever, but holy crap, man. I had to really get rough with it with like a hammer and a wedge and I had to ask some people, I'm like, am I gonna hurt this thing or is it just hard to get off? They're like, nope, you gotta get a little caveman on it. So I put a pry bar on it and was thumping the snout with a dead blow and prying on it in a couple directions, and eventually it started to give way. I'm like, holy, thought I was gonna snap the thing in half. But I was reassured that it was normal. It's just a really good glue surface. So, it's stuck on there really good. You can see it's still, all that RTV is flat everywhere. Glued down really good. So we'll get as much of this out as we can and then proceed. We'll see if I can think of anything valuable to say. If not, I'm gonna probably time travel this so we're not just listening to me mouth breathe and say dumb things. So I think that's it. We'll come back when I clean it up and we'll clean the Snouty McSnouterson up and then we'll be ready to rock. Okay, I got the RTV on the blower, on the snout I should say. RTV is ready to go. Smoothed it out. They said, you know, not make it very thick, so I've smeared it on my finger everywhere. And I'm trying to decide which bolts I want to put in. Maybe we'll go for the bottom one first. I gotta get in those keyways on the isolator bushing. I mean, that should line it up for me. Okay, started. Go on a little bit. Maybe I need a dead blow. That isolator is pretty tight. Oh, the short ones are going in. I got my gun turned all the way down. I bought the new. This is the new 3/8 stubby fuel. This thing's really, really, really strong. I have it turned all the way down. Alright. Walking them on. Turn it up a little bit. It's actually only like 5 foot-pounds on the lowest setting. Oh, there we go. Got a nice pop. Oh, it's flush. That's good. I think on this it's 10 or 15 foot-pounds. 5 on extension and everything. Yeah, so just gotta tighten this guy. That's everything. Down to 15. FTLDs, LBs. Sorry, my brain is just... Yeah, we're turning the rotors now. So we're pretty much ready to start on the car. Got to rip the intake off, put the plates on, bolt this guy down, and then I'll probably do that first, and then it's accessory belt magic time. And then I have all these really nice fittings from Monkey Fab. Let me open one quick. Look at this. This will look official. Oh, dang. Starting to look like something. Look like something exciting. Go get this fitting out. Is it gonna fit? Oh yeah, the 45s fit. I thought they would. He only had 190, so I went with the 45s for out of the blower. Should be perfect. Everything else is looking really good. Pleased with that. Sweet. Okay. Figure now is a better time than ever to just pull the intake off quick and see if I can get the blower on. See if we can bolt her on. And then I gotta dig through the rest of the kit. Apparently there's bolts and instructions and everything in there. So what do we got? Let's take the throttle body off quick. Get started. Get rid of that. And I guess I'll pull my nitrous lines off. Now we'll toss the whole throttle body to the side. Nitrous shit on and everything. Take that guy. There's my bolts. There's my nuts. This one. Inlet temp is now in the blower. Whole throttle body. You just hang out over there, dude. I have everything else zip tied down. I gotta take the fuel line off. Let's bust out this guy. Let me tell you what, for something I thought I bought as like a gimmick that I thought would be crappy, I got these Cobalt, they're squeeze adjustables and you can pop them loose. These are actually really good. I have done a lot of stuff I shouldn't with them and they have held up. And man, it's great because it takes so long. I'm not very good at guessing or figuring out, you know, what I need to adjust this to. I'm terrible at it, a matter of fact. So You squeeze it down, you loosen your stuff, and you're done. You can, if it's all screwed up, you pop it loose and saves your day. Okay. I guess I just gotta unplug my injectors. Start working on this. Nice smell at E85. I'm disconnecting that nitrous feed. We'll unplug the coil packs too while we're at it. Give us some slack on the wiring. It smells good. Put the 8mm on. One, two, it is surprisingly easy to reach everything on this car, huh? Especially getting to the back of the motor. Every time I go to pull an intake, one of these is caught. So we're gonna give them all a little kissy kiss in reverse again. And I think I have everything disconnected. Sweet. We are free. We have freed ourselves from natural aspiration. Intake is really getting cleaned up from the ethanol. They were black. We'll have to go back on my videos. All right, I'm gonna get my funny adapter plates and everything ready off camera. Make sure I don't have any huge issues. Just digging everything out, taking up time. Okay, I got my fancy plates. What I'm gonna do quick is this guy down. Gaskets in. Yeah, I was gonna order these because I looked at his plates and I'm like, hey, you know, your pictures, it doesn't show like the LS1 style replacement gaskets. I was actually just gonna buy these Felpros. And he's like, nope, they're included. And I was like, what about bolts? Am I gonna be stuck without intake bolts? And it looks like they're all in there. Obviously they might need to be longer because of the plate taking up space. What I was interested in, and nope, they're all included. Thankfully, luckily. Brandy new cathedral port rubber bands. These are only like 15 bucks. If you ever want to buy these Felpro ones off like Amazon or whatever. Really a hell of a deal if you got an intake, LS1 intake with 1,000,000 miles on it you bought to fit under your hood, and then these look like they're totally flat and your car makes crap power and not the boost you would expect. Could be because these are leaking awfully. Anyway, I wonder how these just sit in there. Ambidextrous. Cathedral up. Yeah, I wonder if they just space themselves. Like when you just lay this guy here, it pretty much does. When it sits, it pretty much holds itself to the valley cover. All my bolt holes look nice and lined up. So let's do that. And then I'm literally gonna drop a nut and put the blower on top of all of this. First I'm gonna take a picture, because that's what you do. And then I can set this blower on. Hopefully I don't fucking die, excuse me, carrying it over. It is really, it surprises you how heavy it is. Actually, I should take the lid off so I can see if my stuff is lining up. I'll take the lid off in the car. Oh God, I'm stepping over obstacles. All right. This would be very nice as a team lift operation. Unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen. Me and myself. Hopefully it clears these coil packs. Maybe I want to knock those loose. The coil pack's gonna be in the way. They might stop me. They're kind of high. The truck ones. I don't want to be like halfway on and have an issue with that. So let's knock those loose, and then let's take the lid off. Is this good here? Don't go anywhere. Stay still. We're gonna take the 10. We're just gonna if you're an absolute masochist and you keep any more than 1 or 2 bolts in these, I feel sorry for you, because why would you do that to yourself? Anyway, that's out of the way. Yeah, okay, no problems with that. Now, literally, time to drop this guy down. Maybe I'll pull my lid while we're here, right? Smart idea. Pull the lid so we can see. Anyway, go up. Yes. Okay. All right, kids. We alleviated a whole couple Coke cans worth of weight. Okay. All right. That is heavy. There is a guide dowel on this side that's hitting the aluminum plate. And there's no guide dowel. Maybe I can just pull that out. Okay, I actually couldn't pull it with anything, and I hit it with a chisel to deform it, and it exploded. So it's gone, nonetheless. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Whoa! Whew. Tell you what, that thing ain't light, and there's no easy way to lean over the front end of this thing. This is a plastic rad support. You don't really want to blow it out. Oh, I'm pretty much almost on the money. Yeah, that's good. How's this side? Not as good. Plate. This plate always moves. So that's sweet. Okay, it's not hitting that. I thought that was holding it. It's just zip tied to there so it doesn't move. Now you see how I have no front end for the pulley was like here. No way that was gonna work. Okay. Well, let's Get out some intake bolts. This is like a custom idler setup, which I'm not going to be able to use. My stuff is totally different. What is this, 10 mil? 10? Yeah. I want to get a short 10 so I can push down on this. See if they're going in. And I think intelligently we will start them by hand. Right? That would be a good idea. Make sure we're on track. Huh? Okay. Want to pull some washers? You want them on the floor? Best place for them? So where's the back? Corner? Needs to go. Wash them down. What are we doing? Alright. Get this. Turn it, fish. Get all. Sorry, not red. Come on. Come over here, fish. Don't go yet. Move back. The washer. Here we go. Back the off. So this one's going now. Yep. Let's get this washer. Sure, here we go. So we can this is anytime we'll wash. Actually, pack those. Fine. Right here. Good. Heavy. My bolt for the day. Just going to this one. Actually, let's work this down. So I want even. It's a huge thing. It's going to loose then. Actually, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to work this. Look it up. Work it down. It's like doing something. I am going to wrap it down. That's what I have. Quit. Actually, I just want to back on number 1. I'm doing 5. You know, you're doing 10. And it has a stitch on it. Get some nuts. Just to bring that volume down. I ordered that. All the stuff. Hopefully all works out right. I like it. That's pretty cool. I think also, I'm going to put it off. And see if I have my regular light. Cut the wood. I might even look out and I'll have a CTSV lid. I think because with how high the plates, it really, there's not a lot of, we'll see how far it is. Some of the stuff, you can ribbing. There's not much ribbing underneath these lids, so I don't understand. Just say, or just, go to the limit. See that? There's like, as soon as it's done. So we're going to need the quartz, boys. More. We're all getting loose. Working right now. Okay. Let's pop the lid on. Can I find it? Yeah, just see how long it is. So, that's what I need. Yeah, the ZL1 lid is tall. CTSV lid is like a ramp, and then it has the things on the back. This is what just hits. So if I angle that pretty hard with the CTSV lid, but then everyone says this makes better power than the CTSV lid. So that's the whole game we're gonna play, right? So that's it. Take a look at that. Impressive or what? I like it. Now, pretty much the hard part stuff's done. Just messing with the accessory drive, swapping out this guy. I'll show that when I do it. I'm going to stop at the auto parts store and get a belt size that my buddy Steven at LOJ recommends, because he has an LSA blower with thermal plates on a 6-liter in a FX35 SUV. So his is roughly at the right height, and he has the same Olsen Custom Works style back cut, so I think it's like a 79-inch belt. So I'm going to try just the cheapest one first, see if it fits, and if it shreds it and belt slips, we'll get a $50 Goodyear Gator back or whatever and move on. But that's what we're going to attempt with. So here we are. Just got to toss the throttle body on and bam.